Why, hello YouTube, it's Nintendo Craft Studios here with another review video, hardware review video. This time the Nintendo GameCube. So right here I've got the Platinum GameCube. They sold these, I believe, I know they sold it in the indigo color, but I think they also sold it in a jet black color, and I think an orange color. The orange color might be a Japan exclusive, but I'm not entirely sure. But I do know that it came in indigo, platinum, orange, and jet black. And the one I got right here is the platinum one. Released in 2001 in both Japan and North America, and released in 2002 in Europe and Australia. So let's take a look at the console itself. Shaped like a cube, so they definitely got the cube part down great. They got the Nintendo logo in carved into the whatever the material was to encase all of this. Power button that had an LED light right here. Also, if you push the power button, if it was on, it wouldn't be all the way up. And if it's all the way up, then it would be off. So, and then there was always an orange LED light right here that would light up if it was on. And then we got a reset button right here. And then we can press this button to open up the game system to put the disc in, which I'll go and get a game right now. I have Super Smash Bros. Melee here, one of the best-selling Nintendo GameCube game of all time. Player's choice. Nintendo's best in 4-player action. It was actually rated T, which is very interesting. We got some more stuff on the back, telling us stuff like how many controllers are compatible, how much memory it uses, a player's guide as well, and then this stuff on the side. But let's open it up, and we get, first we get the instruction booklet, which just tells us some stuff about the game. Basically tells us about like some of the how to play the game, and if you're that stupid, and some of the moves for some of the characters, like how Link has a bow and a boomerang, and how there's also special characters that can be unlocked. And that's that for the power manual. Need help with installation, maintenance, or service? Customer service. So that's that for the instruction booklet. And then we give yourself a fighting chance. Train with a Nintendo Power subscription, and you'll get a smashing free gift. A subscription to Nintendo Power. Not even an actual way to subscribe to Nintendo Power. Definitely useless now because it's been dead for nearly 4 years or so, or maybe 5 years. I'm not sure. I don't know simple math, so anyways. And then we also have the consumer precautions as well. It's more like a long piece of paper. Lots of boring information. And then we have a place to put your memory card, and then we have the game itself. And this was one in the, and let's take a look at the disc. Super Smash Bros. Melee, Nintendo GameCube T. And this was one of the downsides of the GameCube, because the PlayStation 2 and Xbox actually used regular sized DVDs. So they actually had, those games had a lot more storage, whereas these games didn't actually have much storage. And I'm pretty sure that the main reason why Nintendo went for these instead of the regular DVDs was to avoid piracy. But that also meant that you couldn't watch DVDs or play CDs on this console, because the PlayStation 2 and Xbox could play DVDs and CDs. And it was a big downside, but the games were still fun though. And basically it would go into the system like right here. This little circle in the middle, you're going to want to put the middle of the disc in there. You put it in there, put that down, turn the power on, and the game would start. I'm going to actually just take this stuff out. And looking more at the system, on the front we have 4 controller ports and 2 memory card slots. And I'll show the GameCube controller and a memory card that came with, that maybe came with it, I'm not sure. But this right here is the Nintendo GameCube controller. They did have, it was wired, and the wire is pretty short. However, one thing that was cool was that Nintendo GameCube actually had a different controller called the Wavebird controller, and that allowed you to actually, you would plug in a block into one of the ports, and you could actually play games like wirelessly, like using a wireless controller, which was actually pretty cool. And this would plug into the GameCube, obviously. But looking at the controller, we have this control stick, the start and pause button, the D-pad, which, the D-pad isn't the best. The C stick, the B and A buttons, the Y and X buttons as well. And then nothing on the sides. But on the top, we do have L and R buttons and a Z button. And where the cable goes. And that is really it for the GameCube controller. Now onto a memory card. So I have a memory card right here that has 32 megabytes. That's actually a lot for these games. You could put it in slot B, but I'm going to put it in slot A for now. And once you put that in there, you can actually save your games. In this memory card, it has so much space. Honestly, this thing has a lot of space. Not going to have to get a GameCube memory card ever again. But once again, taking a look at the system, we have that. And on the sides, we have like these little fans. And then on the back, we have the handle, which really doesn't serve that much purpose, but it does make it look nice. And then on the back, we have a little vent back here. We have AV out. You could use AV, and then the AC adapter. Now, one thing that I should probably mention is that on certain GameCubes, it's not on this one, but right here to the right of the AV port, there was actually another port there that I believe would allow you to play games using you could actually plug component cables in here and actually get better quality. But they only give you AV on this one, unfortunately. And then when we flip it onto the back, you can see how much my GameCube cost. Some information, the serial number. Then we have a bunch of ports. So you could basically pry every single one of these off, which is what I'm going to do. And then it reveals 2 ports. And now this port was used for the Game Boy Player, which would sit underneath the GameCube and would allow you to play Game Boy Color games, and Game Boy Advance games. It would interface with that port. And then right here would be where you would put the broadband adapter, which was used, and I believe, Mario Kart Double Dash and Kirby's Air Ride. I think those are the only 2 games I know of, and a few others, but I'm not sure what they are. But yeah, the broadband port would go right here, which wasn't the biggest thing. It wasn't the best thing out there. So I'm going to just snap all this stuff back on. Crap. There we go. Then we also have these 4 holes that can be used to open it up. So that is really it for my review of the Nintendo GameCube. One of the best Nintendo consoles out there. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this review video. If you guys want to see me do more hardware review videos, please give this video a thumbs up. And also be sure to subscribe and let me know what your favorite thing is about the GameCube. Is it the new graphics? Is it the games or the controller? Let me know in the comments. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.